This is a bench. Yeah, it's not real complicated, right? Okay. It's a heavy-duty bench. I made it out of, these are 4x4s. For those of you not into woodworking, means it's 4 inch by 4 inch square. And looks like about a 2x8 on top. Okay. Here's a 2x4, a couple of those, and just some pine laying around, stuck on there. Glue, screws. After my table saw tried to remove my spleen or whatever is this part of my body by kicking a piece of wood into me, I got afraid of the thing and I didn't want to use it anymore. I sold it to someone else who's more daring. So I decided, maybe I'll try hand saws, hand tools. The trouble with hand saws is, if it's up on a table, how do you saw it? Put it in a vise, hold on to it. How do you hold on to the thing? So there's an old solution for that. A saw bench. There's reliefs of that like in Jesus' day. The Romans used them, just a low bench. And so this is my first attempt at using hand tools. So, cut, some glue. It's rough. Nothing's finished on this thing. Added some holes so you could put a hold fast to clamp things down on there. That's a bent piece of metal. You whack it with a hammer. It bends a little bit, holds onto a piece of wood. Whack the back of it, comes off. I'll show you sometime. See how the legs splay out a little bit? That way it doesn't tip over when you're on it. All right? And it's and the end here is so if you want to cut down a piece of wood, you just keep moving the wood out while you're cutting it. I'll show you how it works here. Super handy, super easy. Now this one, seriously, it really isn't pretty. I didn't stain it. I kept thinking someday I'll make a really nice one. And I threw the glue in there. I did use some screws on it, but it's still sturdy. I've cut into it. Wesley, I got a little stain on it when I was staining the bookshelves he built for Teresa. So used it to hold that. It's so useful. I was asking Wes this morning. I said, I keep thinking maybe I'll build another one. And he immediately goes, why? It's still working. It's actually pretty to me. It's my most useful appliance I've ever built. And I still use it all the time. There's a beauty in how it serves my needs to cut some wood. The wood could have been something pretty, maybe an arbor or do weddings under it or something. This wood, I chose to make it into a saw bench, and it serves me well. We're talking about service today, guys. I'll vacuum later, don't worry. We're talking about service. Some folks spend their lives just wanting to be pretty, and they're pretty useless. Nothing wrong with pretty, that's fine. I needed a saw bench, and there it is. And its usefulness has made it pretty to me and valuable to me. I get it's still ugly, I get that part. But its value is so worth it. In life, there's two kinds of people. There's servers and takers. Now, we all take some, of course. We receive service from others and blessings, but you kind of had two kinds of people. They either serve others and want to help others and take care of others, or there's takers. So what kind of person are you? What kind of person am I? Today's lesson is about serving. This saw bench is far more useful than many of the people I've met in life. That's sad, right? Think about your life in service. We're going to look in Mark chapter